All right, and real quick, jump in. We're gonna do a channeling. All right. Y'all jump in real quick. All right, peace and blessings, everybody that just jumped on. Make sure y'all hit that thumbs up. It's like raining like crazy. Um, Raining like crazy out here. Give me a second. I'm looking at the computer too. All right, y'all jump in. We're gonna do this channeling real quick because everybody need to know service is acting up. We're gonna do a channeling from the divine masculine to the divine feminine. You guys already know how I do. I just don't show my face, but whatever. Um, it's not about me. It's about the message. All right, so jump in, jump in. I know my channel all over the place. But that's how it is when you're a messenger. You're all over the place. So peace and blessings. Welcome everybody that just jumped in. All right. My son's toys is all over the place. All right, so let's see what's going on. What does the masculine have to say to his feminine? Now listen very carefully, y'all. All right, listen very carefully. Let me give my disclaimer. This may resonate with you or it may not. All right. Um, if it doesn't resonate with you for the moment, it will probably resonate for you later. This is not directed to just you. This is a collective. All right. So like I said, if it resonates, take it. If it doesn't, leave it. My channel is gonna be a little bit all over the place because, like I said, I have children, so I do the best that I can when spirit tell me. Um, I don't have just a set. I try to, but it's just hard to do that with a toddler and a teenager. So y'all bear with me. Um, Always on the clock. Always on the clock for the Most High. All right. So let's see what's going on. Okay, first thing, masculine. All right. Masculine playing games, y'all. Playing games out here with the gossip. All right. Masculine out here playing games with the gossip. The he say, she say, the spreading of toxic information, the disbehaving, out there taking chances. So, for some of y'all, masculine is still, okay, you also have this, still hasn't gotten over the, the I do what I want. Still hasn't gotten over the I do what I want. I manifest how I want, and I speak to whoever I want to speak to, so on and so forth. They still haven't gotten over that. Um, they pretty much in that I don't care frequency where okay, yeah. So hold on, let me see. I want y'all to see the cards. Honestly, I don't need y'all like. Let me see. Let's see if we can get it down here to the cards. But yeah, so let me put that down there. I like doing it this way because it's much easier for me. So masculine just feeling like, all right. What he wants you to know is that he's still not ready yet. All right. Oh no, wait a minute. Let's fix that. That's the order that it was in. I'm gonna get you correct order now. All right. So Masculine's still feeling like he's gonna do what he wants. He's gonna play the games that he want to play. He's gonna talk to who he want to talk to. At least for those who's in separation, physical separation, because you're not technically, if you're twin flame, you're solely connected. Now, people gotta understand that, during childhood, this masculine has detached from himself and reincarnated into you. All right. Now, some people may not believe it that way. That's whatever. But when you're actually on the journey, you learn a lot of shit about yourself. So they have. This is why you got one soul, two separate bodies, because when a masculine um, ejected out of himself, all right, when he was a young age, or feminine, masculine, whatever, rejected out of herself. Like childhood trauma can really make you not want to be alive, can really make you not want to feel present. You eject, all right? You go about your business and you pick another family, and but to see, the problem is that when you do stuff like that, you end up in the same situation. So most likely you and your partner ended up in the same situation. So you just accepted your fate the second time, and you now have to find each other, okay? Because you pretty much, you still have a connection with that old self reincarnated into the new. So it's almost like trying to cheat life. So this is most definitely a punishment towards twin flames, that you had to face the facts. In our past life, we did not accept our fate. So when we reincarnate again, we go on this path of oneness. We got to find ourselves again. So you have to face reality. It's just double the trouble. So now, some people would say that's not true because my twin flame is like the same age as me, or my twin flame is like a year or two, blah, 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 blah. Well, it all depends on when the person couldn't take it anymore. Some people are teenagers, some people are adults. You know what I'm saying? You can, disconnect from yourself and at any age, okay? Um, I know it's deep, but this is the reality of it, y'all. Like, if you really take time and pay attention to who you are, you will know who you are, because the other body, the other being, still, it's like soulless. The other being is soulless, okay? So a lot of us are falling in love with soulless people, but some soulless people are not our problem, and some of them are not our twin flame. When this is your, because a part of that essence is still in them, just as well as the essence is in you. Now, you know masculines just want your other half, your other you, okay, doesn't completely hate you. It just hates life, all right? It just hates living in this type of program. It just hates the game. It hates the program. This is why you try to, the other half of you and you try to escape it. But the only way you can escape it is by accepting. I'm not saying if you can't beat them, join them, but I'm just saying, like, you are the program. You become the toxic program, which is the masculine saying, I can do what I want to do, and it's time for the masculine to grow up. But see, the masculine doesn't want to do that, which is the other half of you, the other side of you, doesn't want to accept reality for what it is, right? So pretty much what puts you guys in separation is you know, what puts you in separation is yourselves. You know what I'm saying? So neither one of you are going to take responsibility for it. That's the reflection. Neither one of you are going to take responsibility. So masculine knows, I'm not going to, the other half of you is like, I'm not the one who did it. Okay, don't want to take responsibility. Very narcissistic. The both of you are, maybe the other being has accepted the fate, because you two separate bodies but one soul. Okay, people will say, well, how the hell did you do that? And I'll say, well, it's because when you reincarnated in one body, you didn't like it. You didn't like the way it was going. You didn't like the trauma, the childhood trauma, rape abuse, verbal abuse, and all that shit. You didn't like it, so you move forward. Yes, souls can do that. Souls can do that. But and you can't say it don't, because some of y'all be under spiritual attack. Spiritual attack is just other beings trying to inhabit your body because they like the way that you're living. Okay? So this is where, like, the battle of the bodies, what do they call it? Whatever the fuck they call that movie, whatever. Um, what do they call that movie? Whatever it is. But this is where you be under spiritual attack, fighting to have control of your own being. A lot of masculines have been consumed already. They've been consumed by an alter ego, which is the another spirit being, or another, like, belief system, that ideology that works for the physical illusion. So when you look at your masculine, you're not looking at your masculine like, oh, you're not looking at him in the true essence of it. You're looking at your masculine in an ego state of mind. And this is where your masculine doesn't want to face the truth, doesn't want to face the mirror. Because if the masculine faces his mirror or her mirror, they will see themselves in each other. And this is where you get soul recognition. You would recognize each other. So masculine just doesn't want to own up to the fact of. All right. But it's time for the masculine to do so. The games are over. That shit is done. Um, Now the fact of the matter is the drama. Okay, the drama the masculine has caused you, and vice versa, because y'all both are doing it in different ways. If you played into the illusion, most likely you was a part of it too. Sometimes you gotta take ownership. But the drama, okay, the grass that is greener on the other side. The masculine started to realize that it wasn't. Okay, they realized that it wasn't. But some of y'all, okay, it's hard for the masculine to realize that the grass was greener on the other side because y'all played into the illusion as well. You played into the shit, all right? Some of y'all try to disconnect, and y'all don't understand that when you disconnect from your physical being, you want to try to control the other body, okay? Some of y'all want y'all masculine's life. Some of y'all want to be able to be out doing what you want to do. And some of y'all envy others and want their. This is how you become under spiritual attack, because you have jealous people who wish they were you. And if they wish hard enough, you become under spiritual attack. So it's very key for a lot of you feminists to not get yourself involved in toxic relationships, because y'all underneath the surface, okay? Because we're trying to bring back underneath the surface to the top. All right, we're trying to bring as above, so below. We're trying to manifest our realities in the form that it should be in. We cannot do that if everybody is still playing along with the old ideology. All right. So masculine is still in his old ways, but spirit is saying that the masculine is going to have to cut that soon. That time is coming. All right, with games and the joking and the playing and the trying to manifest whatever he want to do and trying to do what he want, trying to have his way, and so on and so forth. It's coming to an end, because it's gonna have to. It's gonna always, because the body is not permanent. The soul is. So regardless to whether y'all make it together or not, physically, spiritually, once y'all transfer out the physical form, you come back together and you do it all again. You become one again, and then you'll go and do the same cycle again. But this time, you know, um, your soul store energy. Your soul stores energy, which is memories as well. That's why a lot of y'all get drained, and a lot of y'all feel um alone, and so on and so forth. When you feel alone, that doesn't mean that you're alone. It just means that you're one, because you become one. Okay? You feel alone, but you become whole. You no longer have to chase yourself. Okay? Um, so yeah, like masculines they have to come. They have to come up to the other side. They're gonna have to, because it's just like, it's not gonna work for them. All these false relationships, false connections, it's not gonna work for them. It's temporary. It's gonna show that it's temporary. Then at the end of the day, they're gonna want to seek um let me see, they're gonna want to seek the light. They're gonna have to, because that's what life is about. Life is about light. Life is about energy. Okay, beings stealing power from each other, and beings absorbing their own power. People just like to steal energy. All right, so if there was no such thing as light left, people would just die off. People would just wither away on an energetic aspect. You don't want to do that. You don't want to. So let's see what else. So eventually they're gonna have to cross over one day or another. He just stalling. Masculines are stalling, man. All right. Got the hermit mode. A lot of us need to go into hermit mode. All right. How you find yourself is you go into yourself. Okay. So you gotta into yourself to fight that battle. That battle is not on the outside. All right. So it's got find or be a mentor. Take a break from society. Okay. Um, a commitment to your spiritual growth. Okay, so a lot of y'all gotta dip off. All right, a lot of y'all gotta dip off on this masculine. He's gonna end up going in hermit mode too. But see, the thing about masculines going to hermit mode, they don't want to be alone. They just gotta have some kind of fuck buddy with them, some type of meat with them to satisfy their physical desires. Some of y'all don't see it that way. They think, oh, they love them, blah blah blah. No, it's just another. That's just a physical desire. Okay, that's a physical desire. Masculines will do um to these women. Okay, they just satisfy the flesh. Once the flesh is satisfied, it's like whatever. What's next? So you got balance. Okay, take every input into consideration, merge viewpoints to create a better solution. Okay, um, take your time. Okay, there's no need to rush. So this journey between you and your masculine is tit for tatting. You got to stop doing that. The moment y'all stop tit for tatting with each other, okay, moment masculine stop tit for tatting with you, and y'all stop competing on whose relationship is better, who's this and that. Whether you realize it or not, that's what you're doing. Okay, who's the better person? Who's the most spiritual? It's all competition. Okay, it's all competition. But the real reality of it, the reality within the reality of it, is the fact that you both are one. For goodness sakes, but you don't know this because in the 3D realm, when you're a 3D minded person, you're not gonna overstand it. You have to shift. You have to shift your mind's perspective. Okay? It's not about what you've been taught. It's about what you feel. What you're learning from that. Okay? You gotta dig deep. Dig deep within you. You can't dig deep just looking at somebody like, hey, I know you, I know your name, I know your color. That's not digging deep. That's the surface shit. To dig deep is to quiet your mouth and listen to your mind, but then you got to also be mindful of, you know, the ego, which is the perception that was created from birth, that was programmed onto you. When you've been programmed since you was a child, mind you, you and your masculine's been programmed. This is why two of you, because it was traumatizing. The experience of being with the parents that they was with is traumatizing. The school that they were going to is traumatizing. It starts from home. It starts from home. It starts from the moment you get in your parents' hands. Okay? No, don't. I'm not. Let me give you my disclaimer. I'm not telling you to go and attack your parents like you traumatized me, so on and so forth. They will deal with their karma just as well as you are. Okay? It will always find you, and you will have to face the reality of the decisions that you make in life. A lot of your masculines decide that they don't want to be who they are, but then again, you have to realize that you too. It's a mirror reflection. Decide. To come into union is not just you saying, "Oh, I want our two bodies to come together." That is not a physical decision. It's a spiritual decision because you have to remember you left your other half a long time ago. You left your other body for dead. You see what I'm saying? And something else came and claimed it. Like you dropped the shell, another shell picked it up. This is the cycle of life. But so it gets deep, and I need y'all to hear me. Okay? Don't see me. Don't see me. Hear me. Okay? My message, you're going to have to be strong and you're going to have to read it in between the lines. All right? Because censorship is deep. So you got to hear me. Don't see me. Okay? So, anyway, meditate. You got to go into hermit mode. You got to get away from the bullshit society. You have to find, that's the only way you're going to find balance, is returning back to the essence. All right? A lot of y'all experience astral traveling, mastered your ability to transfer. You did it before. You did it before. Some of y'all don't realize that all you have to do is go home within yourself. All right? Not physically. Let me give my disclaimer. Don't physically do nothing to yourself. All right? It's not worth it because as you see right now, you manifested again and it didn't work. All right? So you can't run from the fact of who you are as a being. You just have to accept the cycle of life and stop running from it. Stop running from yourself. You're going from lifetime after lifetime after lifetime after lifetime. You went from one body to the next body to the next body to the next body, when you're not actually embracing your energy exchange, okay? Some of y'all may say, okay, well, Essence, what happens to those who actually had a full life? That is when the soul is one with itself. It don't need a polar opposite to itself because it's already whole within itself. See what I'm saying? So it doesn't need to split. It doesn't need to split. You get what I'm saying? It doesn't need to haul ass. It doesn't need to duck off on itself. It doesn't need to leave itself. It's okay with itself. It remembers its past life. It remembers that this life is no different from the last. It remembers the cycle of life. You split because you didn't accept yourself, okay, in your past life. Your past life probably was like 10 years ago. However way and this is for the one, listen, this is for the real twin flame. I ain't talking about them false twins who out there, some false twins who out there pretending to be. You could be in a bad relationship right now and decide to eject, okay, and become reincarnated into another body. You can do that. You've done it. You've done it. This is where you run into the other half of you because y'all have to come together regardless because of the simple fact that y'all chose not to. Y'all was too just 3D. Y'all was too 3D traumatizing. But both of y'all end up experiencing the life. You have to learn. You can't run from the lesson. You just have to learn the lesson and move forward. You can't run from destiny. It's going to catch up to you. So for y'all who are on this journey and y'all fear that you will never get into connection, you will become one. It's just not going to come the way that you expected it to come. Y'all keep running from what the perfect relation. Y'all running from society-based love. Oh, till death do us part. And oh, this one got a fat ass, so I gotta have a hell of a lot of money or whatever the fuck your program is. You're running from. You want to accept your hell and your reality, but then when you do that, you realize you played yourself because now you're running from yourself or you're running to yourself all over again. So all it is just if you just chill out and you stop running, your other half will do the same. You guys are one. When you stop, they stop. You know what I'm saying? When you stop fucking off and believing in society, they will get the inkling or the mind to do the same. This twin flame connection is a 5D one, not a 3D one. Everybody's making it 3D, soulmates this and blah 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 blah. This is a fucking 5D connection. This ain't no goddamn 3D connection. You just happen to be reminded that your connection is higher than the physical realm. And then as they showed you a higher level, now it's time to do that higher level work. You see what I'm saying? What you do is you remind yourself, okay, of yourself. If you remind me of when or so and so and so. I know this is deep, but like I said, I pull challenges and the spirit said it's what it needs to be said, it's what it is. Y'all reading between the lines, okay? I'm not your average reader that's gonna come in here and tell y'all a fucking lie. I'm gonna give it to you raw and straight. You either up for it or you down. But you gotta be up for it because we can't have no sleepers. We damn sure can't have no stragglers. We don't need nobody to hang us down. We wanna be up for it. Up for the challenge correctly, righteously. I'm not gonna teach you less than. It gets very deep, but it's very enlightening. Okay? It's a beautiful thing once you realize the truth. If you're still stuck in pain, it is because you have not graduated yet from that level. So as you stuck in pain, they're gonna be stuck in pain. When you're dealing with rejection, they're gonna be doing whatever they can to get with somebody who's not going to reject them. You have to face your fears. You have to face your fears. All right. Um, it's both of y'all responsibility. I don't want to sit here and say, okay, well, it's one side. No, you both have to do it. You both have to do it. You both have to do it. You both are the same, just in a different form. Okay. Um, I know this is deep, right? That I was like, yeah, the soul split. But it's true. Like, how many of y'all can remember your childhood? How many of y'all can remember when you was conscious? A lot of y'all can't even remember your childhood trauma. Like, a lot of y'all can remember your childhood traumas more than you can actually remember the good times. The bad outweighs the good. So your spirit hauled ass to another source of a being. So if you can do that, can you imagine what else can be done? You didn't realize you can do it because nobody told you that. Nobody explained it like how I would. You know, you transferred your consciousness to another being. I mean, man, listen, it can get deep, but y'all gotta be ready. Union will come when you finally decide to stop running. When you finally decide to stop running into shit essence have to say. To run is to deny. To deny is to live a false life. People who are still telling you about another two, this, that, and that, and something other than the one is telling you a lie. They just continuing the shit. They're continuing a toxic, traumatizing cycle. I'm telling you where it stems from. I remember. I remember when I was 9. That's where it picked up at. You see what I'm saying? See, my masculine experienced trauma when he was 9. So much trauma where he ejected from himself. I remember being 9, remembering these same traumas and experiencing, pretty much picking up in my new form where I left off. And I became stronger because in his being he fed into it, and in this body I didn't. Okay, I was stronger, you know. So that is how I know, because I've only speak for experience. That's how I know how the shit stems from. So you gotta understand, like, this journey, it's not a joke. All right, it'll take you down a rabbit hole that you never thought of. It will shift your whole reality's perspective, and like, you are this person. You are. All right, and if you truly want to help and heal the other half of you, you have to start by realizing what happened to you in your past life. So when people say past life, y'all thinking like 30, 40 years ago, 60, 70 years ago. No, past life come from, you know, it could come from any time. It can come from yesterday. Okay? Probably if they were born, you probably wouldn't run into them right away. But in some way, shape, or form, you guys are reincarnating in your own sense of time to meet each other, where you both be conscious enough to know what's going on. I know it's deep, but it's the truth. Okay, if the masculine has multiple karmics, how does translate to the feminine healing? Okay, see, like I told you, masculines are like dealing with all these um distractions because y'all giving these karmics so much power. These damn karmics ain't nothing but stepping stones. Stepping stones. They're just like the three little pigs. You know, they like the three little pigs running, running, running from the fact that they have to face reality. So they would use a karmic to block and shield. And is the feminine rejects the self or masculine who want to take all those energies reject the masculine due to feminine not wanting to deal with these other interests. So yeah, so look, you can get attacked by anybody. It's not just a karmic, or it could be you can be attacked by yourself. Most likely that's why y'all woke up. Okay, most likely you was attacked by yourself and you was rejected by yourself and it hurt deep. That's why on this journey, the biggest rejection is yourself. That's why it hurts. But if you can reject yourself, you can also heal yourself. This is where self love come in. Um, but a lot of these masculines are physical. They're 3D. So y'all can't keep blaming the body for fucking so many different bitches or the being fucking so many different people because they are not conscious. Okay? They are not conscious of what they're doing. Remember, they have left themselves behind. You are the new them. You are the new them. You recognize them, okay? Because that was you in the past life. You see what I'm saying? But this is the new you. Your vow is not to be that way. And the thing about it is that you vowed to do better, to be better. Okay? You vowed to be better. So be better. If you were somebody who is still stuck in the 3D realm like that, where you just, oh, I'm hurt and traumatized, you're carrying that. Which means you'll have to do this all over again. You're going to jump into another fucking form of self. Okay? But, you only allowed, I have to look into that, but I only know it's just like, you'll just do it again. Okay? You'll just repeat the cycle again. And you don't want to keep doing that. You want to end the cycle of bullshit. Break the program. Okay? Um, there's not too many of you out there. You only have your own genetic code. Okay? Where you stem from. You know? Um, all that will happen is you will end up returning back to the source. That's it. And doing it all over again. And the best thing you want to do is like be a better you because you got into another body because you wanted to be the better version of you. You see what I'm saying? So y'all more focused on being with this person instead of saying like I am this person just in another body and I'm going to be better than that because that was the goal. The goal was to become a better person, but y'all still stuck in that illusion of the 3D. Do you understand what I'm saying? Y'all still worried about these fucking karmics because you're visual. Because you're visual. Now I'm telling you to let go of the ideology of the 3D. You see what I'm saying? And the only way you can let that go is when you realize who you really are. And the only way you realize who you really are is if you dig into yourself. Like people around, like people say, oh, you got to interact. Not all the time. Sometimes you got to be alone to hear your own thoughts. Your intuition is your guide. Some of y'all can't tell the difference between intuition and ego because because it sounds the same. You got ego saying, hey, go to the store and get a beer, right? But then you got your God saying, no, go to the store and get water. You see what I'm saying? But since you are stuck in the 3D illusion, you'll do it based off of what's around you, like your friends, your peer pressure. It's traumatizing. Toxic friends will traumatize you, and they're not conscious of it. They're just a part of the program. Your family and your friends will traumatize you because it's a part of the program. And as long as you continue to be part of the bullshit program, you will be played in it. You will keep losing because you know for sure deep inside that something's not right. So guess what? That deep inside this will be the key to setting your mind free. So you can live a prosperous life, but it's not always going to be the picket fence. It's not always going to be. You choose some twin flames choose to be with each other because when they both come to the fact that they were once one, and when they really get deep into it and they realize that you was me in a past life, wow. You see what I'm saying? It's like twins that never knew that they were twins, and when they come into union, they fall in love and they accept each other. That is what you first experienced. But in the reality is that they both still have two lives to go back to. They still have a life to go back to, which is one had a life over here and on the other side of the country, and the other one had a life over here. They go back to the reality of it once it's all said and done. Your partner running into you was a wake up call. Now, if you choose to be together, then you can be. But that don't mean it's oneness. It's just the fact that you both know the game and you choose not to play. And that's hard when your partner is out there playing 3D games. See what I'm saying? I'm hoping y'all understand so y'all can overstand this. Okay? But you got to understand it first before you can overstand it. A lot of y'all are still understanding shit, but y'all don't understand it. So you don't overstand it. You gotta overstand the 3D, not you gotta overstand it by understanding it so that you can stop running around here pretending to understand it. You see what I'm saying? So let me tell you something. When you realize, like, look, it's so much in the world, it's so much beauty you're missing. You're missing. If you can't share it with your partner, share it with yourself. Like, there's beautiful mountains, beautiful lakes, beautiful rivers out here in this world. There's so much eyesight out here. It's not about looking at somebody for their material shit. It's not about fucking all day. It's not about doing all that. It's about paying attention. Once you become peace and you become zen and you become one, you become whole, and you remember, now you go face the world with the truth in you. You know what I'm saying? And then you start to tell people, and they start to tell you their stories. You don't get absorbed into their stories. You listen, you deliver your message as a messenger, and you keep it pushing. All y'all keep falling in love with these damn toxic people, and you're being vamped, and you don't even realize you're being vamped. People come at you nice. Give them time. Everybody's supposed to come at you nice because they don't know you. See what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, the first appearance is the greatest appearance, yes. But you give them time. Y'all got to learn patience. If you give somebody, listen, I've been tested so many damn times by people. They come up to me, they portray to be something nice, okay? This men and women. And then you'll see the red flags. Stop waiting to be attached to see the red flags and have to re-heal. Pay attention to them red flags in the beginning. If somebody's not, going on and on and on and on and on about bullshit, get away from them. That's draining. Eventually, it becomes draining once you stop giving a fuck. Stop wanting to be needed. Stop desiring to be physically with someone so much. What's written for you is already written. What's in the stars is already written. I just told you. You left the old body that came into a new body, and your fate is still the same. It's still the same. Okay? Be patient. Patience is a virtue. The answers is already out here. I don't understand, but when you're distracted, that's how I know y'all distracted, is because all you care about is what the fuck is going on with the 3D. Why y'all nobody talking about the 5D, 4D? Focus on that first, and then the answers. Where you will get the answers your damn self. You don't need me to. I could tell you what's going on with the 3D, but you don't need me to do that. You know what's going on with the 3D. You're just in denial. So if you really want to heal and you really want answers, question what's going on the 5D. A lot of y'all not doing that. Y'all karmic. Fuck the karmic. The karmic is nothing but another lost soul. You've came a long way. You've came a long way. You've been enlightened. Now it just needs to click. You was once a what you were. Some of y'all are still lost souls trying to find your way. Start by thinking for yourself. You want to be with somebody so that they can think for you. A lot of y'all are covert, codependent narcissists, and y'all don't even realize it. Y'all have that covert, fucking narcissistic traits, and some of y'all don't realize it. Controlling others, manipulating others, feeling bad for yourself. Y'all got these traits, man. Y'all got them. Um, Just do better. I guarantee you. Once you start focusing on you, because I'm here to help those who are soulless as well. This is my job. My job is to guide soulless people back into their real reality. Okay, and some people don't like that shit. But at the end of the day, I'm just doing what I said I was gonna do. You was once a fallen angel. We all was once fallen angels. Now we ascend. We want to ascend back to full consciousness. We want to be. We want to come out of amnesia. The only way you can snap out of it is when you realize that the illusion was painted for you as a lie. I know nobody, people say, oh, you both two, so people don't get it because they need extra help. You got to break it down to them like a 2-year-old, you know what I'm saying? Which is okay. It just means that you just didn't know what you thought you knew. That the teachers that you're coming across uh, is saying things, but they're not breaking it down to you to help teach you. Because remember, like I said, a lot of y'all abandon yourselves at young ages. Okay, you become unconscious by birth. So it take you a little longer. You're learning the program, but you're not learning the reality of your soul. Okay, your soul is like ahead of you. Your soul is always this way. Your intuition is you. It's always going to be ahead of you. It's always going to tell you your future because of the simple fact that you're behind. You should be able to walk and be up. You should be side by side with your intuition. Like, yeah, turn this way. All right, cool. Turn that way. All right, cool. Not that whole, I don't know, wait, I don't know. I'm lost, I'm confused. You're taking two different routes. You have to become one with yourself. You got to catch up. You got to grow up. You got to catch up to your intuition. Where your intuition is one with you, where you both is like one on accord. One accord. Oh shit! You saw the red flags? Yeah, I saw those red flags. All right, let's go. We out. We ain't going down. We ain't going down that route no more. You got that right. That is oneness with yourself. Where you could damn near have a whole conversation with yourself while somebody's standing in front of you, and you can say, "Damn, didn't I just hear him say that?" Yeah, you just heard him say that. What you gonna do? Get the fuck up out of here, because they lying. You know, pay attention to the trickery out here. The people who still stuck in 3D, they out there, all right, and they want you back in the game. That's not your job. Your job is to get out of the game and enjoy life for what it is. You ain't club popping, hopping, and dipping and flopping and shit. You actually living life for the experience that you said you was gonna come here and do. Peace. You gonna change the game. Fuck around. They gonna listen. You gonna fuck around and change the game, and they don't like that. They want to see ass shaking, booty shaking, money thrown, nice cars, all this irrelevant shit. All that shit is irrelevant. Y'all don't know that? What's wrong with your legs and your feet? What's wrong with your hands and your arms? You know what I'm saying? What's wrong with your head and your brain? What's wrong with your heart and your chest? Nothing. The program got you sitting down depending on social apps. You ain't being active. You're dying slowly because you ain't moving. You're just stuck on the phone. You're plugged in. And you're missing every sunrise and every sunset. And you're missing every flower that grows and every rock that glitters. You're missing all that because you're too busy chasing dreams. You're too busy chasing that what you think glitter is gold. You're too busy thinking that the grass is greener over there when it's really greener over here. So y'all gotta wake up. Cause see, what's going on around you is being manipulated, and you'll be able to see it coming. What's wrong with that? Some people say, I don't want to know the truth. I just want to. You want to live a lie. So people who choose to live a lie, you got to stay away from. They made their choice. Everybody has to make that choice. Everybody has to make that choice every day, not just once. Judgment is every single second, every single minute, every single hour. That is judgment. There is no wait for a specific day to get your judgment. No, you get judged every day, and you pay the price because you thought free will was free. You thought that you can go fuck who you want and not pay the price to be on child support and be fatherless and shit. You think it's free will to go out and buy a car and don't think it's gonna break down Listen, what God give, God can take away. What the devil give you is never permanent. But what you want is permanent abundance. That if something breaks down, the universe has something there in return. Okay? Now, some of y'all don't know the difference between good and evil, but you got to understand how you work. If you pay attention to your being, got to get strong. You're going to deal with more trauma. Can't keep running from it. You got to face it. You got to face it. Because you're going to have to face the reality and face the facts one day. Who wants to live a life stressed the fuck out? What you going to do? The last thing people say on their deathbed is, I wish I made the right decisions. And what was that? Not fucking off so much, not getting high so much, not drinking so much, not smoking so much, not dating so much, not marrying a specific person, not doing this, not doing that. It's a lot of the same shit y'all chasing that people wish they just explored the world more. I wish I was able to go and see the world. So go see the world. You don't need Tom, Dick, and Harry with you. You don't need Keisha, Ashley, and Michelle with you. You just need you. Trust me, your homegirls are fucking draining. Hey girl, oh, get away. Next. Cause you talking about growth now. Bitch, when we going to the Bahamas? When we going to go see the mountains? When we gonna go see certain shit? When we go do shit like other than talking about niggas and bitches all day? What we gonna do other than talk about bum ass relationships all day? When we gonna go live? Bitch, when we gonna go sip some wine watching the sunset at a nice beautiful beach? Huh? Bitch, let's go hiking. Let's go do other shit. I don't want to talk about the club. I don't want to talk about, get on that level. Get off that level and get on that higher level like there's a world out here. Beautiful one. So anyway. All right, y'all. I know I took that shit all the way off, but that's me. That's raw essence for you. Okay? Y'all be strong. Okay? Heed this message. This social media shit ain't gonna last too long. It never does. Y'all just better be prepared because when the shit shut down, okay, because people ain't gonna tolerate all this censorship. Once, because in order for you to stop the censorship, you got to stop the program. So you got to reset the program. Facebook, Instagram, all that shit ain't gonna be here. Something else will come, yes, but I'm pretty sure it's gonna be more militant and disciplined. You ain't gonna be able to get this. You ain't gonna be able to, you know, fuck off on it. But because they ain't gonna let this shit happen. It's like you learn from your first experience, and you make sure you do it better. Like anyway, y'all just be prepared, man. You're gonna have to. And when they shut the grid down, you're gonna have to think for yourself. You know what I'm saying? You're just gonna have to calculate life for yourself. You ain't gonna be able to find a tarot reader here, tarot reader there, because all that shit's gonna be resetted. It has to be. All right. Um, just be strong, y'all. It's okay. It's not a big deal. All right. For those who still stuck in the matrix, I wish you well, because it's gonna be hard for y'all. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be hard. You know, it is what it is. Okay, so y'all stay strong. Peace.